What's going on, people? These right here. I have said many a time in the past how I felt about these from a visual standpoint, right? And I didn't have good things to say. You've probably heard me say those things because I've said them multiple times. But, sometimes you just put in for stuff because you want to see it for yourself. And when I did the unveiling of these, which was that here? I think was that also here on YouTube or maybe it was Instagram? I don't know. I was not sure what to take away from it, but now I'm gonna get into those whole thoughts and whatnot since it's time to do a review and all that good stuff. Normally I'd show you like a close up like the side of the box and stuff, but as you see over there, not a whole lot to show you. Because this time around, all the crap is on the inside, which was weird to me. So let's just tape her out of here for a second. See that? Yeah, there's all the stuff, right? So there's your side of the box. Now, anyways, what is this, sulfur? Sulfur, right. So let's go ahead and get on into this so I don't have to drag this thing all out. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about here, so it should be fairly quick. We'll see what happens. This, for those that don't know, is the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner in sulfur. I feel like I just said that. Either way, let's go ahead and look at the bottom. Down there, what you're seeing is an outsole sort of deal that's kind of similar to, I want to say, a 700 because I was just looking at a pair of 700s not too long ago. But it's mostly like just one big piece of weird flexible-ish plastic, right? Foam, perhaps. And then down here in the middle-ish area, in this little indentation, you got this Adidas thing going on there in case you want to know who made this monstrosity. Adidas. So thank you for that. Anyways, moving along past that, taking a look from the side and all that. Usually this is where I top out the midsole, but given that this is all just one big old piece of thing, it's all basically the same as the midsole, really. So whatever. There's a picture for you. Now, get you guys a couple more pictures in there so you can see this from like a slightly different angle, but nothing you probably haven't seen from watching this video already, or the fact that these aren't exactly new. But either way, I like to put pictures in the video so that way people can see what stuff looks like, right? So that should be enough of that. Now let's go ahead and talk about these things real quick, right? Hopefully real quick. Down here, just looking at this whole thing, right in front area, you got the plasticky sort of whatever foam again, got these weird indentions and stuff. On the top area, you got some more of that stuff going on the side. You got these two little holes and whatnot. As you move to the middle section, you've got more holes, so it's super breathable, these things, right? Because it's all just lots of holes and stuff. So that's good, I suppose. And then you got these three holes down here at the bottom, right? So I'm taking the place of what three stripes would normally be on here, I guess. So there's that happening. You move over to the back. No holes in the back because then the shoe would probably just fall apart or you'd get a bunch of water back in there. I don't know. Either way, there's nothing on the back except just plain foam stuff, right? So that, I feel like, kind of sums up all the outside, right? So looking down somewhat onto the inside and stuff, right? So what you're having on down in there is this weird little texture that they have on the inside here. Kind of like little raised up pyramid type things, whatever. They're soft, it's not like sharp or anything. But it is kind of an odd design. It could be a functionality thing. I don't really know, didn't really care. And then that just lines up everything that's going on the inside, right? Even down to like the front and down here in the back. And then up here on this one side, it does give you like the sizing stuff, say that it's made in the USA or whatever. So that's cool, I suppose, right? But past that, I think that's mostly like everything there really is to talk about this. I will say, I thought that these things, just from pictures, were like more rigid, They looked like they were just carved out of wooden blocks or something. But no, they're actually like pretty flexible if you try to move this stuff around, Unlike those, what was that? Some trail shoe I've got from Nike where it's just like the hole was just terrible and just not a great shoe overall. What was that? Oh, the free run trail somethings or others. But either way, these are at least a step up in that aspect and in that aspect alone. But anyways, what's next? Personal thoughts, right? Because I've covered pretty much everything. There's no laces or whatever to this, so the pictures kind of cover everything I needed to say. So here's the thing, personal thoughts, right? I still do not really like the look of this shoe. I don't even know if you can call it a shoe, right? Because it's just weird, you know? But I figured, let me go ahead and see for myself, right? I do kind of like the color. Sulfur is the one of the pairs of 350s that I actually missed out on. I had an order in, but like my credit card was like no because they thought it was fraud, and I didn't see the email until like after like the sales had kind of closed up. So that's kind of on me. But yeah, so I do like the whole sulfur color, so that's fine. But everything else about it makes me question my purchase here. So once I actually wear these, I'll have like a better idea, like as far as like wearing them for a day or whatever. But for now, I know, I believe it was Damien Bell was telling me like I gotta get a pair, and like I got a pair, and I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have another conversation later, I'm sure of it though. But taking this for what it is, I think that these are overrated, right? I don't think that that needed to be said. I feel like people know that. But I'm going to just kind of sit on my thoughts for a second, other than saying that I don't like the visual, right? And I'll get into the sizing and say how I feel about that. But I'm going to come back to some finalized thoughts probably after I actually wear these, because right now they're not great. And that's the one thing that could change it. Change my opinion, that is. But moving on past that, let's go ahead and talk about that sizing thing that I kind of alluded to, right? Now, these only come in like the whole sizes, like 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, right? And it said on the site to go up. And I was like, I'm not doing that because you told me to do that and it didn't work out in my favor before. So I bought these in a 9. I'm a 9.5 like foot size to do, right? I bought these in a 9 because I figured that's the size I bought in my Yeezy slides, and that worked out all right. Same thing I do with all my other slides. And these seem slide-ish. Well, not the best idea, not gonna lie about it, right? These, you might actually want to consider going up because they feel out of the box, this 9 size slide, or 9 sized runner, feels similar-ish to a 9.5 350, but a 350 is Primeknit, so it's gonna stretch out and all that stuff. It's gonna break in. You're gonna be okay. This is just like this foam stuff. So you might want to actually take that warning, and if you're like one of those half-sized people, go up to the next whole size. If I was a size 9, I feel like I'd be okay. But just gonna put that out there for you. So do with it what you will. Now, as far as like the comfort of these, they honestly feel a lot like the foam runner or the Yeezy slides, right? As far as like the comfort, so it's not amazing, right? It's not something that's gonna make me think, wow, this is something I got to tell everybody about. I don't feel that way. I feel like this is just fine, passable comfort, right? I mean, I'd rather just go and buy a pair of Gel Light 3s, honestly. I mean, they're a little more expensive, but they look better, and there's more colors available. But either way, these, comfort-wise, you can wear them all day, and it's gonna be okay, right? Until it starts raining, if you're one of those people that wears these outdoors for whatever reason. Seems like an indoor shoe to me, but whatever. Either way, I kind of feel like I've said enough about these things to cover how I feel, so I'm just gonna move on past that because I got one more video to do. Wasn't on the roster for today, but since there's an AEW pay-per-view tonight, I'm gonna open some AEW figures. I forget what that is, and I guess it's Series 9, probably Unrivaled Series 9, because that's what makes sense. So I'm gonna be doing that. Don't forget, watch the pay-per-view. Let me know what you think of it later. For now, from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'm going to do that thing that I just said I was going to do, and I will talk to you guys at some other point. Later, people. Well, I suppose that if like catching Pokemon was like a real thing or whatever, this could be something to wear, but then you're still gonna have like dirt and water and crap getting all in your shoe, and that sounds ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as these things actually look. So there's that for you.